Association of America, Brigadier General Steve Mundt. Steve.
Well, good morning. So how many folks stayed up last night to see the Yankees win over the Minnesota Twins? I know at least one guy over here. Well, congratulations, good game. We always like good competition, and as I said, the Red Sox will be looking for the Yankees here shortly. So anyway, what I'd like to do is on behalf of more than the 17,000 members of Quad A, I do want to welcome you this morning to the 13th annual Luther G. Jones Professional Aviation Forum. We have a number of distinguished guests with us this morning. I want to especially recognize folks who will be joining us. Unfortunately, Congressman Blake Farenthold could not be with us today, but representing him today, you'll see Louis Buenatello. We also have State Representative Todd Hunter will be here, and also Corpus Christi Councilwoman Paulette Guajardo will be here. We're honored to have members, really honored to have members of Luther Jones' family here with us today. I'm not going to tell you which sister's younger, and I'm not getting into that debate. We've already had that discussion. But Drew Jones is here, and Jean Honeycutt, who are the daughters of Luther. So if you two stand up. I don't know that it's finally, but clearly, the reason we're here is we want to recognize CCAD personnel with us today. So I would ask all the members of CCAD team to stand up. Well, we have a great team here in Corpus Christi, from the workforce of this great city to the state of Texas and to all the industry partners and the Army Depot itself. You are an integrated enterprise dedicated to meeting the needs of our soldiers. That's never been clearer than your resilient response just a few short weeks ago to Hurricane Harvey. Our Quad A Corpus Christi chapter reflects the teamwork in their response to the family members in need after that truly remarkable storm. And we salute all of you in your efforts. All great teams have a quality leader, and at the helm of this team is no exception. We've got Colonel Alan Lancetta, who's an outstanding leader who's making a huge impact, not only here at CCAD, but across Army Aviation. What he has brought to the new processes and procedures in the art of the probable has made a truly real difference. Once again, Alan, we thank you for what you're doing here for Army Aviation. One of the initiatives that our Quad A took on and CCAD leadership undertook when we got involved years ago to establish Quad A was an award to recognize excellence in Army Depot maintenance. This word, and I was talking about it last night, artisan. You know, we have a lot of skilled workers in the United States, but there is a difference between being a skilled worker and an artisan. And the difference here at CCAD is you have artisans that truly understand their skill and craft. So specifically, based on that, we created the Donald F. Luce Depot Maintenance Artisan of the Year Award. This year's recipient is George Gonzalez, Jr., and he'll be joined by his wife, Lori, who will be here later today. But if you see him and his wife out walking around, please take a moment to congratulate him. Truly, truly, he's making a difference at CCAD and the depot, as evidenced last night when we were having dinner with Colonel Lancetta and his wife. As I mentioned earlier in my introductions, our distinguished guest, I want to take another opportunity to thank all of you for supporting our soldiers, the government workers here at CCAD, for their outstanding community support that we receive from Corpus Christi. I would also like to take a moment and recognize our senior Army Aviation leaders with us today. Now, unfortunately, General Gabram, I got to tell you, if you didn't hear the storm last night, you're deaf, because there was a pretty good storm here. General Gabram was bouncing around between airports trying to find a way to get here. He will join us at about 10:30, 10:45 this morning. He will fly in and come straight here. But he will be with us here. He is the Commanding General of the United States Army Aviation and Missile Life Cycle Management Command AMCOM. Representing the PEO of Aviation is Colonel Billy Jackson. He's the utility helicopter project manager, and he's on behalf of General Thomas Todd today. And from the 160th Special Operations Aviation, Airborne, please welcome the Regimental Commander, Colonel Phil Ryan. Additionally, I'm fortunate to be joined by my teammate, current Quad A Senior Vice President, Major General retired Jeff Slosher, who's with us and will be chairing the Soldier to Artisan Training Panel. And then we have Brigadier General retired Howard Yellen, who was a former Quad A president, and he's here and will chair, that was easy for you to say, he will chair the OEM Futures Panel. Let's see, okay. And then, of course, CCAD Sergeant Major is with us this morning. We welcome you, and I think General Riggs will join us later today. In lieu of speaker gifts, Quad A is making a donation to the Quad A Scholarship Foundation, which this year gave away almost $500,000 in scholarships to about 260 family members and soldiers. So truly keeping with our mission statement, which is supporting Army aviation, soldiers, and families. This event is a key part of that mission by providing the opportunity to network like this with all aspects of the Army aviation community, from trainers and operators to maintainers to acquisition and industry. We will all make a contribution to the combat capability of our soldiers downrange. The theme of this specific event is CCAD, is a readiness insurance policy for the nation. This is exactly what CCAD has been doing for many years, and CCAD is a vital national asset and insurance policy in the surge capacity and capability to meet future conflict requirements, while providing daily state-of-the-art remanufacturing and depot-level maintenance to Army aviation. You'll hear from Congressman Farenthold here in a bit, and he specifically mentions the difference between trying to buy new at 17+ million and being able to take and do the work that CCAD does and return aircraft back to the operational fleet for less than half of that cost. So, as I mentioned earlier, Congressman Farenthold cannot be with us this morning, but it's important to note that your congressman from this area is the newest member to the Army Aviation Congressional Caucus. So he is out there representing the depot. Despite the congressman's schedule, the fact that he couldn't get here, he did, however, take time and sent us a small video so he could extend his personal best wishes to you. So if you'll roll the video at this time.
Good morning. Welcome to the 13th Annual Luther G. Jones Army Aviation Sustainment Forum in my hometown of Corpus Christi, Texas. I'm Congressman Blake Farenthold, and I'm proud to represent this area that includes the Corpus Christi Army Depot. I wish I could be there to join you in person today as we discuss CCAD's leadership role in Army aviation. But I'm in Washington, D.C., voting on important legislation this week, including the fiscal year 2018 budget. You know, defending America's security is the highest priority of the federal government. And to that end, the 2018 budget supports robust funding for our troops, training, equipment, compensation, and improved readiness. This ought to bode real well for Army aviation and CCAD. As y'all know, the Corpus Christi Army Depot is a rock star when it comes to repairing and recapitalizing helicopters, engines, and components in Army aviation. CCAD is the industry leader in these areas and is currently the largest rotary wing repair facility in the world. Instead of buying new helicopters, which cost $17 million or more, CCAD repairs and rehabilitates the current fleet at often less than half the cost of a new helicopter. CCAD saves millions of taxpayer dollars while ensuring the U.S. Army maintains a superior level of readiness and reliability. The hardworking folks at the depot provide support all over the world, conducting accident investigations and repairing aircrafts anytime and anywhere. I know most of y'all here are involved in Army aviation. Y'all are keeping our warfighters equipped with the aviation assets they need to keep America safe and be a force for good around the world. Thank you for all of the work you do in this very important area. Once again, I wish I was there with y'all today, but I hope you enjoy the forum and your stay in Corpus Christi. I'll be back home soon. Till then, have a great forum.
So I want to thank the congressman for taking time to provide us that video. You know how the schedules are, so it's unfortunate he couldn't be with us, but we're really, really happy that we got the video. And now.